Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to science lesson with me, Arbang Irfan. Today we are going to learn about new topic. And before that, did you remember last week we have learned about the division or classification of animal based on the existence of their backbone. Last week we complete our lesson about vertebrates, and for this week we are going to learn about invertebrates. As we learned in last week's lessons, vertebrates animal is the animal that have backbone. So the invertebrates animal is the animal that didn't have any backbone. Same goes to the vertebrates. Invertebrates animal also have 5 small groups that you have to know. So let's see the next video to know about these 5 small groups. These are the small group in invertebrates animal that we are going to learn today. Let's see what are the 5 groups. Number 1, insects. Number 2, arachnids. Number 3, mollusk. Number 4, crustacean. And number 5, worms. All these small group have their own characteristic. So let's watch this video to know about their characteristic.
We live in a world of insects. Insects are animals. There are more different types of insect than any other animal on Earth. We call these different types species, and around 1 million species of insect have been discovered so far, and scientists think there may be up to 10 million species in total. Insects are arthropods, which means they have legs with joints, bodies in segments, and a hard outer covering called an exoskeleton, like having your skeleton on the outside, like a suit of armor. Insects have 3 pairs of legs and a body divided into 3 sections: a head with eyes, mouth parts and antennae, a thorax containing muscles where the legs and wings are attached, and an abdomen containing stomach and breathing tubes. Insects are invertebrates, animals without a backbone. They are the only invertebrate that can fly. The insect body has allowed them to live in most land habitats around the world. Insects have been around since before the dinosaurs and are still here in huge numbers today. They truly are the little things that run the world.
Same as insects, arachnids are invertebrates and belong to the arthropods. But don't get confused. Arachnids are part of a different animal group than insects. While insects have 6 legs, arachnids have 8, like you can see in these images. Spiders, scorpions, and dust mites are part of the arachnid family and share a number of characteristics that we need to know. They have 4 pairs of articulated legs, don't have antennae or wings, but do have a pair of clamps by their mouth called chelicera that they use to hold their prey. A fun fact about arachnids is that they can't chew, so they swallow their prey by sucking them in. They suck the soft parts as if with a straw. They're carnivores, and spiders and scorpions feed from insects, other arachnids, and sometimes small reptiles and mammals. An arachnid's body is divided in two parts: cephalothorax, consisting of the head and thorax joined in a single segment, and the abdomen that can be segmented or not. Arachnids breathe through tracheas or pulmonary sacs. And when they're born, they look the same as they do when they're adults, but of course they are much smaller.
Mollusks are invertebrates that are found in the ocean, in fresh water, and even on land. Almost all mollusks have these common traits: a soft body and bilateral symmetry, an internal or external shell, a toothed tongue called the radula. The radula is used by mollusks for feeding and is sometimes compared to a tongue, but it's not exactly like a tongue. This radula is found in every class of mollusks except the bivalves. A mantle, which is a covering of the visceral mass. The visceral mass contains the digestive, excretory, and reproductive organs, an organized nervous system, and a muscular foot that may be used for movement.
What's this? Look! It's an earthworm. So cool! Hey, buddy! Don't be shy. Say hi. Well, that reminds me. I have to tell you about this group of invertebrates, the worms. Do you know what kind of animals worms are? I'll explain it to you. Worms have long, soft bodies. Their skin is moist. They breathe through their skin. Interesting, right? As you can see, they don't have legs. That's why they crawl, thanks to their body muscles and their setae. These are tiny bristles that worms use to grip on the soil they move. Worms can live on land, like earthworms, or in the water, like leeches. Be careful if you ever come across them.
Crustaceans are invertebrates animal. They usually live in water, but a few live on land. Their outside body are hard. The body have many parts or segments. Most of crustaceans have 10 legs, but some of them have more than 10. Crab, lobster, and shrimp are the example of crustaceans. So that is all 5 small group inside the invertebrates animal. Okay, remember the characteristic and don't forget to complete your work. Inshallah, we will meet again in the next lesson. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.